Hello, and this is Theme Park Squib, and today we're here at Alton Towers to explore the gardens. The theme park isn't open, but they've opened the gardens early as the government has allowed them to. So we're just going to have a good day exploring the gardens and looking around some of the other areas of the park that are open. We just went through a quick temperature check at the entrance, very quick and simple, also bag search there as well. And yeah, it's good to be back, so here's some shots of Tower Street. So around the park they have introduced new information boards that are explaining what the new measures are with so social distancing, obviously new information, hand sanitizer is available, contactless payment, and staff will be wearing PPE. So they've got all the information around the park to give you some info about what's going on. So the difference we can see on the floor here at the entrance of Wicker Man is these markings on the floor. These are probably going to be for social distancing when the attractions do reopen here. So right next to the Katanga Canyon sign here, the area is sectioned off here, the Wicker Man station there. It's good we can actually walk around here. I've got you some shots of Wicker Man. I'm going to walk around Mutiny Bay before we head into the gardens, and it's very nice to see the park in a very different way. So over here at the burger kitchen we can see actually some protective screens have gone up over the serving counters there to protect the staff, and really weird walking around Mutiny Bay with nothing open. So here at Marauders Mayhem, more of the markings have gone home. It's a small teacup ride here in the pirate area. But it's good to see they're preparing for when the park does open. So here we are over at Heathrow, the Rocking Tug here in Mutiny Bay. It's so good, we don't just get to walk around the gardens, we get to walk around park areas like this. I'll film more of the courtyard later. The toilets are open here in Mutiny Bay. It's good to just see the ride in a different light, and just to see through there to the Skyride station. As you can see, it's blocked off here at the towers. Right through there you can just about make out Hex through there. And up there will be the new area that was meant to open this year, not opening now. The world of David Walliams. Also you've got the dungeon up there. They've put a sign here saying social distancing is implied. So we'll be looking around, we can't go up here, but we'll be looking around other areas of the park and also taking you around the gardens and give you some shots of the towers. On the floor, as you can see, there is some tyre marks, and we did find out yesterday that Top Gear were actually filming here, so maybe that's to do with it. Probably not, but it might be. Really weird what we found here. It's some like fountain with a dog head that sprays out the water into this small little pond underneath. As you can see up there is the Sky Ride, which is the cable car system here at Alton Towers. What we just make up there is actually the Forbidden Valley cable car system station. So here we are, right next to the cable car station here in Forbidden Valley. Down there's an entrance to one of the routes, and there's also a toilet block down there underneath the station. Down there's Haunted Hollow. It is open today, so technically we have got an attraction open. It's the walk that attaches Gloomy Wood to Mutiny Bay. And then up there you can walk down to Forbidden Valley, where Galactica and Nemesis is. And just the cable car station is also up that way as well. So just walk round a bit down the lake walk down there. We're going to walk up here and then back round Forbidden Valley. Not Forbidden Valley, Haunted Hollow, before exploring more of the gardens. But we found this weird house, so I'll take you up. I think we can come up here and have a little peer in. I've no clue what it is. This, I believe, is called Stonehenge, it says on the app. It's just like a rock formation. We've walked around the gardens. We're trying to go down Haunted Hollow and wrap round back to the Prospect Tower. It's a very nice and weird building. Right over at Battle Galleons, it's the Splash Battle here. One of the fountains actually on, none of the other effects are on, but we're going to have a little look around here before heading to Haunted Hollow. And just having a look if anything has changed for this attraction. We're going to be in one of the splash zones here where you can shoot the boats with water on the side. I don't know how this attraction is going to work actually, due to high touching points with the guns that are located here. You get very close to the queue line out there on the boat in the middle, and also some of the boats. I haven't been on this thing in years because you get absolutely drenched on it, but it's really well themed, as you can see, especially with all these little islands. And over to the Mutiny Bay courtyard. Mutiny Bay is a fantastic pirate themed area, probably the best for theming. And yeah, I see you. We're going to walk around the other side of the castle, which is part of the queue, around the back there, show you the entrance, around there show you more of the theming around that side of the attraction. You can see the track down there actually. And then we'll go down Haunted Hollow, get back to the Prospect Tower, and then we're going to see the Pagoda Fountain in Swiss Cottage, and then make our way over to the towers and etc. You can see over there into the station area for this attraction. One of the fountains is actually on here, all theming. It's a water ride where you've got guns on the boats that you spray targets which set effects, but also guests around the area will also spray water as well. But some of them, like over there, are paid guns, while some of them over here are free. Weird looking around here because Haunted Hollow, all the sound effects are off. You can walk down there because I believe it's an accessible path to get into the gardens. It's just nice to walk around an attraction, isn't it, really? Got a couple of the props here. The sound effects aren't on, but it's just nice to come down here. Years ago, you can just about make out the Wickerman lift hill through there, but years ago, you used to look up here and the flume used to be here. Closed at the end of 2015. It was a really good log flume, actually. Here is one of the other pops, and go inside there. I'm not going to go in because the effect is probably off in there. But yeah, it's very nice to see we can walk down here as well. Some more of the pops down here on Haunted Hollow. Part of the attraction is closed off. That's the path that leads up to Gloomy Wood where Jewel is, but at least we still get to come around here. And yeah, with Jewel, we don't know about indoor attractions. I said some attractions might not be available for opening. It's looked like indoor attractions might not open with the park, and they do hope to open on the 4th of July. So we've had a good day so far. We've just seen the Prospect Tower, walked around Haunted Hollow. We're going to try and find the Pagoda Fountain now, and some other bits as well, and Swiss Cottage, and then after we see all the gardens, we are going to make our way past the towers and past etc. to show you some shots of the rides up there. So I'll see you at down, hopefully, at the pagoda fountain. So the colourful building through the trees there is the pagoda fountain. We've got to go right the way down where those people are, so I think we've got to follow that massive ramp down there. So I'll see you down the bottom. There's these U arches, I think they're called. They're listed on the map. They're literally just a row of arches that you can walk through. It's quite amazing, actually. And so we're going around now, and we're trying to get to the Swiss Cottage, which is over there. So we've had a bit of a long walk up here to get to the Swiss Cottage, but it's a fantastic building. You can see it all the time you are down in the gardens that are behind me. You can see this cottage on the hill. We actually walk up loads and just turn the corner. It used to be a restaurant, I do believe. But it's well worth coming up here because you get these fantastic views over the whole of the gardens on this little balcony area. Up there you can see the Prospect Tower that we were earlier. The U arches are just down there. And yeah, you can also see the cable car in the trees. You can also see the bandstand down there where we also were earlier. And that's the path, I believe, we took up to get to the top here. Over here you actually have the exits to two scare mazes, which is Alton Towers there and some species. Usually work does commence quite early now, and no work is taking place, but Halloween's got some major changes this year due to social distancing and stuff like that. But yeah, we can't wait. We've had a really good day today. I can't wait when the park does open, just to see all this again and see the rides operating. We've had a lovely look around the towers. We've finished with the gardens now. We're going to slowly make our way back to the entrance. We're going to walk around now this way to where X sector is to have a look what's going on around there. Pinball Wizard, see BB's land, and then we're going to wrap up the video. So I'll see you down at X sector. Through there you can probably make it out it's just chicken. Previously that was called Fried Chicken Co. It's like the fried chicken, southern fried chicken restaurant here. I've actually got an apron from the Fried Chicken Co. They've done an eBay auction a couple of weeks ago where all money raised goes to charity. I did purchase a Fried Chicken Co. apron. Also make out just Oblivion through the trees. And for Halloween, this here is actually the entrance to the queue line. All this fencing here is the entrance to the queue line of the Alton Mine Tours scare attraction, and you come out around there, and yeah, X sector is just through there, so I'll show you some more photos. On the sign here I can actually notice a change, and it's actually Gangster Granny the Ride is now on the sign, which was going to be the new addition for this year, but it sadly has been delayed till spring next year. It's good to see that it's on the signs. Here's the entrance to X sector. We can get some fantastic views here of the Smiler, the 14 looping coaster, and also down to Oblivion. If I come over here, you can just see Oblivion poking through the trees there, and also one of the refill stations as Coca-Cola Freestyle, which is coming to the park for this year, and you can see one of the refill stations will be there. I've actually left the sign on there for Smiler, the screen on, but it's fantastic. We've got a bit of advertisement here for Gangster Granny the Ride, which was meant to be the new edition for this year. You can see it says new for 2020, but we know it's not there. It's opening next year. It's just located near the towers, but not located in Williams World. They're not really promoting Williams World, they're only promoting this ride, but it looks fantastic. It's going to be a brand new immersive dark ride that will be opening spring next year, so I can't wait for when it opens. This is the new 2020 map, and it's such a shame we can see world of David Walliams up there with the carousel, the rethemed frog hopper, Raj's shop, and the new ride Gangster Granny, and like the Buckingham Palace looking facade it had when people were allowed in for the preview days. I do like the big cake at the bottom, as it is 40 years of Alton this year. Yeah, with Claire Cuckoo cars, it's still remained in, even though Claire Cuckoo Land is gone, it's still remaining in this year. But we've just got to wait till next year until we can step inside Walliams World, which looks fantastic. And yeah, I'll show you some other shots of the parfait that is behind me. Here's a list of events this year. We've got the usual Scarefest and fireworks. We've also got Oktoberfest this year. We don't know if it's still going ahead. We presume it is, as it's later in October and I hope to be open. It'll be interesting to see that when the park does open for that event. Film this picture for the dungeon because we don't know about the dungeon attractions in general. Are they going to be changed? I still haven't done the Alton Towers dungeon. I hope it opens because you have got the boat ride that I haven't tried yet. But hopefully it opens this year and I can see what it's like in there. Much larger poster here for Gangster Granny the ride, which located near the towers again. Such a shame it's not opening, but we've still got to look forward to it for next year. With the prices for Fast Track, we still don't know about Fast Track. Is it going to work with social distancing and longer queues potentially for attractions? But you still got your typical, you've got bronze, which is one fast track on all of them, you've got silver, which is one fast track on all of those rides, and you've got gold, which is 60 quid for all fast track on all those rides down there. Or you can upgrade for £40 extra for a limited fast track on all those rides in the gold for about 100 quid to experience all of them with no queue. Advertisement for the hotel and the short breaks here. Not really the hotel, the Enchanted Village. We do like the bag down there with all the stickers on it. You've got dungeon, stuff like that, and it's very, very nice. The new implements, measures in the park is hand sanitizer suspenders around the park near high touch points. So we've got them next to some vending machines here, which is good to see that they are put in park. I'm going to have a look in here because I think there used to be some props down there, so I'll show you them. Down here you can see a lot of props and some Scarefest banners, but see that shed there? That's been painted because this Scare Maze used to host it. It hasn't hosted it for years, or this location. The Scare Maze called Carnival of Screams, which was a clown-based one. That's why the shed is red and yellow, but that hasn't been here for years. The closest thing we've had around here is a scare zone on that path we've just walked down. But yeah, we haven't seen a maze in here for years, so I don't think we are soon because it looks like it's just a storage ground now. If we go down that path there, past the river there, which is quite nice. I'll get a few shots, a little walk down there. Here's the hospitality suite, which you can hire out. And we're going to show you some shots of Pinball, which is just up there, and also CBeebies Land. So over here at Pinball Wizard, which is the spinning coaster here, themed to pinball game. This is Adventureland, the only attraction in Adventureland now. Not my favourite spinning coaster in the UK, that's obviously got to be Dragon's Fury, which is similar to this. Look up there, the horseshoe element, helix. You can also see on the floor down here some markings for when the rides do reopen for social distancing in queues. Some shots over there of the horseshoe. You can see through there to Get Set Go Treetop Adventure, riding CBeebies Land, which is the monorail that goes around the area. Same through there, you can probably make out a bit of the theming and the coaster for Octonauts, which is the family coaster down in CBeebies. And yeah, it's very overgrown down there around the giant pinballs. Lift hill at the back there. Strange actually being here at the theme park where it's so quiet. Thousands of people usually walk down this pathway. Pinball Wizard is quite a popular attraction anyway when the park is open. A lot of people flood to it because it's quite near the entrance, and it is a family and thrill coaster at the same time, but it's really weird seeing no one here. Now we're going to move up to show you some shots of CBeebies Land. We ain't going to see much because it stretches way back out that way, but we'll show you what we can of Get Set Go and maybe something special in there as well, so I'll show you them. When I zoom in there, you can see probably in the distance Pirate Treats, which is the only place that serves food and drink available. They are restricted because restaurants cannot open in this country yet, so takeaway places can. And that's it there, and a lot of people are over there. And you might be able to make out Wicker Man just poking above the trees there of the lift hill. So here we go, Tower Street. We'll walk down there, show you some shots of CBeebies, and then we're going to make our way over to Mutiny Bay, wrap up round there, show you Tower Street, and wrap up the video. And it's so quiet down here as well, there's no one about. So here's the monorail track for the Get Set Go Treetop Adventure. It used to be Squirrel Nutty. I preferred when this area was not based to CBeebies because some of the attractions now get quite a big queue. You can see the track on one of the vehicles and the station building and the entrance around there as well. And just around there you can see one of the walkthrough attractions, which is something special. When I walk around, all you probably can see is going to be Get Set Go Treetop Adventure and maybe a bit of something special on the main entrance of the area, but you might be able to see some other bits as well. See the entrance there to Get Set Go Treetop Adventure, the monorail here, see the track there, and yeah, you also might be able to make out Octonauts in the distance as well. More of Get Set Go's track there, and you can also see into something special there. If you can see there, I can see Greendale in the distance for Postman Pat's parcel post there. Shame we can't walk around there, but can't wait for when these attractions do reopen. One of the entrances to CBeebies Land, they never opened this anyway. Used to be an entrance into Storybook Land when this was there. Just seeing there to something special, Century Garden, and also the photo studio and the windmill down there, and yeah, very nice family area. Just through there you can see Postman Pat's parcel post, which is the little car ride. You can go in his red and white van. You can see Ted there and the police officer as well. Here's the entrance to CBeebies Land. It's crazy to think thousands of people will enter here. You can see the entrance for something special there. And also the track, and that's also the track for Get Set Go that does go around the entrance. Fantastic area just to get a view. And yeah, crazy to think. And also Corner Coffee there, it's sadly shut, it's like the Costa style place. And yeah, I'll show you onto the balcony over there, the outdoor seating of Corner Coffee. You might be able to get a view of CBeebies, so I'll show you over there. So we're just in the little outdoor seating area for Corner Coffee. You can come here, get right close to the Get Set Go track here, the photo studio and also the dark ride section. Down there you can see the police officer from Postman Pat. And the track as well, this is right next to the Postman Pat parcel post ride. Might be able to make the dome of Big Fun Showtime out in the distance. So we're currently here at the Skyride station, which is the cable car down here on Towers Street. And just to show you there on the map of where the Skyride can take you, you've got Towers Street and Forbidden Valley, but they've renamed the last station from Cloud Cuckoo Land to the Towers, because Cloud Cuckoo Land's obviously gone. We know Cloud Cuckoo Cars is now part of the Towers area, so yeah, it's been renamed as the Towers Station. Just been to the toilet down here in Mucinley Bay, and we're here at Marauders Mayhem, which is the teacup attraction. This is really well filmed. I've never noticed these skeletons up here, but can't wait to get back on this. Really do enjoy this ride, and I'll see you at the entrance. I do like the bunting that has been put up for the 40th birthday this year. Shame it's been kind of ruined by what's been going on, but we can still come and enjoy the gardens and all these decorations they've put up. Right next to Tower Street Hot Dogs here is actually one of the new Coca-Cola freestyle zones where you can get, it's like this cup. It was rolled out at Fort Park last year, the first place in Europe I believe, but now it's here and at Legoland I believe, but not at Chessington yet. I've only tried this once, and that was out in the States a couple of years ago at Universal, and they're very good systems, and it's a really good way to get drinks around the park. Here is Towers Trading, which is this whole building up here. It's at the yellow tower there of the shop. It's sadly shut because of non-essential retail at the moment being shut, but on Monday it might be able to reopen. But yeah, it's a fantastic shop which you can go to at the start or the end of your day here at Alton Towers. Here's a sign saying about the new measures that have been put in place here in Towers Trading for when they do reopen the shop. Markings here outside the photo shop here when people are going to queue to get into this attraction. One of the windows outside this part of Towers Trading is actually a display for the 40 years of Alton Towers, 1918 to 2020, with some of the new merchandise for the rides out. I believe here down on Towers Street yesterday, because there was a lot of filming going on here at the resort, it was actually closed, the gardens, yesterday. They filmed for the One Show, which had a little segment on it last night, but also Top Gear was filming here. And the photo they took for their page, I think their website, was actually here. So the presenters were here with some cars, and they said they were going around some labyrinth in a future episode of the show. We'll definitely be checking it out when it is on. I believe we have seen some tyre marks around the park, so maybe they've been driving around the park. Here's where you can be able to buy your Coca-Cola Freestyle cup, which you can use at the machine up that way of Tower Street, and anywhere, any of the Coca-Cola Freestyle machines around the park. So we're here on the entrance plaza. Here's some signs saying about what are the new measures. Please queue here, and the markings on the floor. And yeah, the monorail station over there. So here is the markings that have been put in for the queue. And up there's actually the marquee where you can be able to do your temperature check and bag check now, and the fantastic corkscrew monument in the middle here. That's it for our day here. I showed you some of the shots around here of the Plaza and Tower streets. That's it for our day here, exploring the Alton Towers gardens and grounds. It's fantastic they're allowed to open the gardens and grounds. Definitely love to explore. I've had a great time looking around the park, looking at the new measures that have been put in, such as social distancing and temperature checks. Love looking around the entrance for the 40th anniversary. Love looking around the X sector up at the towers, and I've finally explored the garden, so I really wanted to do. And we've seen lots of slopes in the Swiss Cottage, we've seen some monuments around there, and it's been a fantastic day. My highlight's probably going up to the Swiss Cottage and seeing those fantastic views over at the Alton Towers gardens. That's it for this vlog. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We've only got 3 weeks. The parks are hoping to open on the 4th of July, which is 3 weeks today. We're here in June. Chesington Zoo actually opens next week on the 18th. They'll be opening zoos. The zoos have been given the go-ahead to open, and they're hoping to open the park on the 4th of July. So hopefully we'll be visiting parks in 3 weeks' time, and there'll be vlogs from them. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!